Happy Wednesday. Much better than yesterday because I stayed true to myself, stayed who I was, and let the BS go. I ain't gonna lie though, this morning was a little challenging only in that, well, a couple things. I was in a whole lot of pain. I went to see my neuro, and I get in there, I pay my copay, they're checking my blood pressure, and she asks for my latest MRI. I'm like, I don't have it. She's like, why not? I said, because it took this office forever to get notes in so I could get an appointment. I just got my appointment for next Saturday to have my MRI done. She's like, oh, then you really don't need to be here. She said, let me go ahead and get you a refund of your copay, and you just call us after you get your MRI. I'm like, okay. So I got my copay and came home. Now, not came home, and went to work. But let me show you something. So this building right here that you guys are looking at is where my neuro is, and I have to walk from there either across to this building and through the hospital, or up this hill to my regular entrance. Either way, it's a long friggin' walk, and it took it out of me. By the time I got back to the office, I was in full spasm on both sides, guys, both sides. I don't know, like I said yesterday, my PT, I know he knows what he's doing, but all that manipulation and moving and stretching and this and that and this and that, ooh, it's kind of messing with both sides. But Charlie, I'm in the lane. But anywho, so there was that, and then I get into my office, and this is where the sort of challenging part comes in, the second sort of challenging part. So I didn't get into my office until 9:12. I'm supposed to start at 8. So at 9:12, I punch in, I sit there, and I'm doing my thing. And the little one, the little coworker of mine, I don't know if I'm just being paranoid, but they've shown their butts so much that I don't put anything past them. So this little person had a whole hour and 12 minutes to share with my other coworker the information she chose to share at that time. So at around 9:15, 9:20, I mean, I literally just sat down, guys. I punched in, I sat down, and I'm opening up my cues, and she says my coworker's name, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? My mom is gonna ship all the little animals to us. Now, her mother, as a craft, makes these little porcelain, or I'm not sure what type of material they are, but she makes these little animal knickknacks, and she's constantly showing us pictures of these little knickknacks. And I'm not just saying this because of this situation. I'm being honest. I personally think they're a little tacky, but you're not going to tell anybody that. You're not going to tell anybody that their mom's art is tacky. But I personally think they're tacky. The design is nice, but the way she paints them is kind of garish. And for the longest time, she has been talking about how she would love for all of us to have our favorite animal, whatever our favorite animal is, that her mom has them already made. She could just paint them and send them our way. And she's been saying that she's going to do this forever and ever and ever. And for the longest time, she has asked us, what is your favorite animal? What is your favorite animal? We've actually looked through the collection of her mom's little figurines and picked out one that we would like, if ever, the mom was able to ship things. Because the mom lives in Colombia, and apparently shipping is really crazy expensive from Colombia here. But apparently, she's like, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? My mom found a really good shipping company that can send all of the little animals our way. So she starts to go down the list. I have your cat. I have blah, blah, blah's dog. I have blah, blah, blah's bird. I'm just making up things, just to give you guys an example. I have blah, blah, blah's elephant. I have blah, blah, blah's owl. Guess who wasn't on that blah, blah, blah list? I honestly don't even remember what little animal I picked out. But, yep. I wasn't on that list. And I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me? What is the deal? You could have had this conversation with her while I was at my neuro, right? You waited until I got there. Like I said, maybe I'm being paranoid, but I feel that she waited until I got there to rub it in my face that everybody's going to get their little animal, except me. I wasn't on the list. I wanted to laugh. So I'm shooting off text messages to my sister like, oh my gosh, it does not stop. This one is still being really passive aggressive, and the other one was being uber sweet, like super saccharine sweet. And because when I walked in, I try and muffle the oohs and ahs, because when the spasms hit, it literally takes your breath out. It like, you do that. And I was making those sounds as bad as I was trying not to. And she's like, Melissa, are you okay? The other one, the older one. Melissa, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm just really spasming. Look, girl, if you need anything, don't you dare get up. I'll go to the cafeteria for you for breakfast. If you need water, whatever you need, do not get up and hurt yourself. Super, super sweet. I'm like, okay, whatever. I said, okay, thank you. I left it at that. And later on, one of the other ones from birth certificate over there that we work with, the one who I told you left me off of the donut list. Okay, well, she came in with these mangoes, and she's been talking about these mangoes that she found at a Japanese or Asian market, and going on and on about how wonderful these mangoes are. And she walks in with these mangoes. Guess who didn't get a mango? I'm like, what is the deal? What? Please stop, y'all. Please stop. Like, it's embarrassing. It is so stinking embarrassing. But I was struggling not to say anything. I was struggling not to just say something dumb or something to embarrass them or her or the other one. I don't really mess with the other one because she's off in a whole nother department. But I have to sit here and work with the little one, okay? And I've come to the conclusion that she is just spoiled rotten. This lady is the only daughter in a family full of dudes. So she has 5 brothers, and it's her, and she's the baby, and they all have coddled her. So I'm pretty sure she's used to getting everything and has gotten everything she's always wanted by pouting or acting a fool or whatever. Hello, where are y'all? Hi. But so I think she's just used to this way, but it's sad. And I was telling my sister, it's sad because I really looked up to this lady. Here she is, a single mom with an autistic child, buying her own home. We connected on that level. Has baby daddy issues. We really connected on that level, and I really respected her as a mom, as a single mom, hardworking lady. And then I see this side to her, and it's really disheartening. It's really disheartening. Lord knows I ain't perfect, okay? I ain't even gonna say I am. I'm not perfect. There ain't nothing perfect about me. But I would like to think that where are y'all? Sorry. I like to think that I'm not a turd. But that was that. I was just like, oh my goodness gracious, I swear. So I'm supposed to just fall apart because I'm not going to get a tacky little figurine or a mango. Stop, you guys. We're friggin' adults. Y'all are adults. But anyway. And then the older one, like I said, she was being super saccharine sweet. And I think that's because she's the one that has the most to lose. She has gone on and on in the year and a couple months that me and the other one have been there about how stressed out she was before they hired us on. Because I was hired on a week after the little one. And my coworker goes on and on and on a lot about how stressed out she was before they hired us, and it took almost a year for them to hire anybody, and how amazing we are at our job, and what a great help we are, and what a great blah blah blah, and she just couldn't do it without her, and she'll without us. And she jokes around and says, you guys are never leaving, y'all better never think that y'all can leave. I will do whatever I have to do to make sure that y'all don't leave. She's always joking around about that. She has the most to lose because she doesn't want to go back to the way it was. She doesn't want to go back to carrying the entire load for that department, or most of the load. She doesn't want to have to go back to working full day Fridays, because she only works 2 hours on Fridays and she's gone. She doesn't want to have to go back to full day Friday. She doesn't want to have to stop taking 4 or 5 cigarette breaks. She doesn't want to have to stop going into birth certificate department and hanging around with them for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, bull farting around with them while me and the other one are in here working. She has the most to lose. So I think that's why she's being super saccharine with me. But I'm just like, ugh, it is so icky. Just the whole situation is icky and embarrassing. But I got through the day on pain pills and a heating pad and minding my business. When my other coworker spoke to me, I was cordial, I was friendly, but it was so obvious, you guys. It is so obvious that she is trying to find things to talk about. It's not natural. It's not a natural flow like it had been with us. She'll randomly bring up something and then ask me a few questions, and then there's kind of like a weird silence, and then I feel put upon to sound a little perkier than usual. I don't know. I don't like that feeling, but whatever. I'm playing the stupid games you guys are playing, but I'm not going above and beyond. I'm just speaking when I'm spoken to and stuff like that. But that was my day today. I was embarrassed for them. Well, for the other, I was embarrassed for both of them, but more for the little one. I'm really embarrassed for the little one. I want to grab her and shake her so bad and just be like, I'm not a male, okay? And we're not buddies. So you not speaking to me makes absolutely no impact on my life at all. And you're desperately trying to be relevant in my life some kind of way. You have no relevance other than this office. You know, that's it. It's just like, why do you want me to be hurt or offended? Or it didn't make any sense. But anyway, I'm at my mom's. I'm going to pick up little dude. He wanted to go to Thrift Town yesterday, but I sat here and gabbed and talked so much with my mom and my sister that we got there right at closing. So I told him we would try and go today. We're going to go and sneak a peekaloo. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Only because I forgot to tell y'all something. Little dude is in tow. We're heading over to Thrift Town. But I also forgot to tell you guys what is up with the HR attendance thing. So after having been ignored, I went ahead and snuck off to HR today. And the front desk lady went to go talk to the HR manager, and I could hear them talking back there. And the HR manager was trying to give the front desk lady information to give to me, and I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. So the little lady comes back and she starts trying to relay messages, and I said, you know what, I absolutely understand. You're like the messenger. I said, but this is very important and I don't want anything lost in translation. So if it's at all possible, I would like to speak to the manager. I swear I wasn't trying to be a K. I wasn't a K-A-R-E-N. I wasn't. But I needed to speak to the manager since she was there. Well, this manager is the one who approved the write-up from my manager. So they're all in cahoots. It's the same lady. So I'm like, I'm going to go in here and talk to the big boss. Okay, I'm going to go in here and talk to the big boss who has been ignoring my emails requesting clarification on this stuff. So I walk in there. I'm like, you ain't escaping me kind of thing, right? So I walk in there. And long story short, because y'all know I can rattle on, because I filed for FMLA with a start date of May 17th, which was my very first neuro appointment, because we thought the neuro was going to be the one who was going to sign off on my FMLA, but it turns out because I did not require surgery, my neuro couldn't. So now it's going to be pain management. But because I had filed with a start date on the claim of 5/17, anything after 5/17 deemed an occurrence or a call-in or grounds for termination is put on hold. They can't do that because I have a claim started. So she said, if your FMLA is accepted, then I will remove the May 18th, because May 17th was my first appointment for neuro. May 18th was the day that my big dude had to walk me back into the house because I couldn't get in or out of the car. So she said, if your FMLA is approved, I will remove the May 18th because it's after your claim start date. And if any other occurrences are directly due to your medical condition that you are being treated for that fall under the FMLA, we'll remove those as well. So I could very easily, if my FMLA is approved, go from a final written warning to a verbal, because so many of those do fall into this. They do fall into pain and doctor care since my car accident. So I was tempted to ask her, well, if you're sitting here at your desk and you had time to take 20 minutes to talk to me and break everything down, why wouldn't you do that over an email? Another thing, but I didn't. I was just like, I'm not, I'm not going to, what is that? kick a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not going to do that. So I just took the information she took. I took my notes. And then she mentioned something. And here is here's the style of this hospital system. Or maybe just business in general. But here is the workings of it. People are steady throwing people under the bus. Now, I've asked both my manager and the HR manager to break down HR policy to me. Attendance policy to me. I've been ignored, okay? Since the verbal, I've been ignored. I finally make my presence known down there. I get with the manager who's been ignoring me, and I get all the answers I need. But not only that, she throws my manager under the bus by saying she honestly should not have submitted those as an occurrence because she should have been notified by FMLA that you have an open claim. Wow. Just people just throwing each other under the bus. She's just saying my boss is not aware or not doing her job or is doing her job wrong. I'm just like, wow. Apparently, according to the HR manager, my boss should immediately have gotten a notification letting her know that one of her employees was going on FMLA to put everything on hold. Well, apparently she didn't get the notice because she's been reporting call-ins and got me to a final write-up. So whatever, I got my information, I got what I needed, I got my notes. Now, this HR manager did tell me I would recommend you call FMLA and ask for an extension because now that you're waiting for an appointment, I'm sorry guys, there's something in the air. Because now that you're waiting for an appointment from pain management, who more than likely is going to sign off on your FMLA, go ahead and ask for an extension in case it takes longer for them to give you an appointment. And I'm glad she offered that. I was going to call them anyway, just to give them the heads up, like, hey, my neuro didn't sign my FMLA because I don't need surgery. My PT can't sign it because PT can't sign it. The only other option that I have, and I've been pretty much guaranteed will do it, is my pain management, but I can't get in there just yet. They got my referral. I confirmed with neuro this morning that pain management does have my referral. They just haven't set the appointment. So I was going to call FMLA and update them on all of that. But then the HR manager suggested that I do that, ask for an extension, which I wouldn't have thought to do. Ask for an extension. That way, if it takes a little longer, my expiration date doesn't come and go, and then my manager can say, haha, it's legitimate, we're still on final written. Which I don't understand why she would want to do, because it took you a year to hire me and the little one. So why are you in such a dadgun hurry to get rid of somebody when your whole department is understaffed? She just hired a new girl yesterday. She has she still has two more openings. She had 3 openings because people quit on her. So she still has 2 active openings, and you're trying to push me out the door? Hello? Why? What are you doing? But whatever, that's them. Let them dig their own grave. But everything is okay. Everything seems okay. I have my appointment for my scans. I have confirmed that at least pain management got my referral. FMLA put in a request for an extension, and I'll hear back from them in 24 to 48 hours. And I do know that the last 3 occurrences that were reported to get me to final written should not have been reported. And I do know that my boss is not paying attention to notifications from FMLA, but whatever. I'm going to head on over to the Thrift Town with little dude. And then I got to pick him up something to eat. I took him to get pizza yesterday. I was in such a good mood to be around my family, my loved ones, my good people, the people that matter yesterday. Even kind of jacked up in the back, I was like, you want to go to a movie? But there's nothing out there that he wanted to watch. I'll watch any movie. But I took him out for pizza. We were so close to the theater. I was trying to tempt him to go to a movie, but he didn't want to go to a movie. But yeah, so today I'm gonna take him to the Thrift Town, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna see if I can be good. But I'll walk around with you guys in there if we want. Probably voice over again because it's the club. It's Club Thrift up in there. But we'll see what we get ourselves into in there. Okay guys, every time I turn you guys off, I remember something else that some of you guys were asking about in the comments. In regards to the job at my sister's hospital, I went online because she said her manager had mentioned anything to her, and aside from that immediate response to my resume that I got the day I applied, I hadn't heard anything. So I went online. I logged into the account that I created with their career board for their hospital, and I saw that they had saved my application. All applications are still being reviewed, but they had saved mine, and that a career recruiter would be contacting me for an interview. So I'm like, does that mean out of all the applications, I'm one of the ones that they want for an interview? That's how I take it. What do y'all think? So yay, they saved my application. I know they liked my resume, and it does help to know somebody in the hospital system, especially with this hospital system. It really helps to know somebody. And I not only have friends that work there, I have a blood relative. My sister works there. So I take it to mean that once they get through all the applications, that I'll be called in for an interview, which will be awesome. So, okay, I think that's everything, because some of you guys were asking me about that on the comments, and I'm pretty sure I responded on the comment, but just in case you guys didn't read, or the person that asked me didn't read it, because I know a lot of people don't go back to their comments if they don't get the notification that, hey, I responded. You might not know that I responded, so I decided to do it this way. So I think I'm done, and we're almost there. I love these porcelain birdhouses I'm seeing everywhere, but I don't need one more collection in my yard. Speaking of collections, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I do collect glass baby bottles. I love the vintage feel of them, but I didn't like the nipple on these. It was weird. This was so Texas tacky, I was tempted to get it. More because of the enamel on it. I thought that was pretty, but I didn't have any use for it, and that's too much. This little guy was actually in my basket. I figured I'd replace this dead thing. I was going to put it on my kitty cat shelf, but then I found some other things that I wanted more, so I left it. These were so hard to put back. I actually had 4 of them in my basket. I have the taller ones for Sundays, but I thought these would be perfect for like sherbet. This was so well priced at $4.49, but I don't have any more room for these metal object d'arts. Okay, if y'all see this wiggling, it's because Tina Turner's Proud Mary was on, and me with my busted back really thought I could wiggle a little and dance. I was wrong. This was interesting. If not used as, you know, a little display bowl, you could use it as a weapon. I was tempted. These are just some cute little canisters. Now, me with my busted back, I had to lift this friggin' lid to see the condition of the inside of this pot. Just lifting something as simple as a pot, although it was cast iron, almost did me in. That and dancing to Tina Turner could have killed me. This thing was so disgusting. I actually had it in the basket, little dude, and I really liked it for Halloween as some kind of Halloweenscape. But we ended up putting it back because we didn't have an immediate use for it, and we didn't know how to work it into Halloween, even though it was really gross. While there's no music. How cute is this? Listen. But I don't know what it's for. It's just a little toilet that makes flushy sounds. Okay guys, if y'all know, when I was a little girl, I used to love the glass doorknobs. I thought they were diamonds, so it's a nostalgia thing for me. I was really tempted to get this bag, but I couldn't justify paying, even if it was just $2.99 for something I wasn't going to use, so I left it. This was an awesome find. $12.99 for a Betsy Johnson computer bag. I thought was a good deal. This was gorgeous. I loved the colors and the prints on it, and it wasn't too expensive either. I honestly am regretting not getting this. These can be pretty expensive, even like at Ross and Burlington, and I really like this one, but I don't have any use for it right now. You guys, what the heck is this medieval torture device thing? It was over with the tools, so I'm thinking it's some kind of parts for an edger. What do y'all think? I was really psyched by this because it was such a good stinking price, and I have honestly been wanting one of these for quite a while now. I thought this was an inventive use of chicken wire. Doesn't fit anything theme-wise in my house, but it was neat. I thought about getting this and dedicating it to my funny aprons. I put it down for 2 seconds and somebody took it. I had this in my basket, guys. I thought it was an amazing price for a cute little novelty thing. And then I realized, dummy, you have a Snoopy snow cone machine maker, which is the same exact thing. But this one was brand new, so I hope somebody got it home. These were in my basket. Little dude and I decided, since his room is black and red, these would be dedicated to his NECA horror movie action figures. But we figured there's not enough wall space. We didn't want to rearrange anything, so we left them. I wanted these because they were so different, but that little part in the back was rubbing bad on my ankle and it would have caused a blister. Why, oh why, on the days that I cannot bend and stoop, do they have out this many friggin' movies? Just torture, I tell ya. So I was being good and put away this gorgeous floral. You see, I'm struggling deciding whether to leave it or not. I also put back the Betsy Johnson, figuring somebody could definitely use it way faster than I would. And I kept looking around and I came across this one. I really liked the pattern and the color combo, but I didn't like those little metal pointies on it. But had it not been for that, I probably would have got this one. This crazy little bag looks like it's trying to be a Gucci and a Louis Vuitton, but I like the patent leather of it. I got so excited when I saw a Vera Bradley black, because usually it's flowers, but look at it. Look at the condition it's in. Too bad. They had a lot of Vera Bradley out. This really cute little satchel-y looking one, and then this really pretty blue one. They were tempting. They were tempting me in the purses that day. I have a love-hate with these types of bags. They're big and clunky, but I love the detail on the leather. The colors are so pretty too. So I actually had the little birdhouse in my basket, but I decided to put it back because the little perch didn't look big enough for a bird. Like, look how small it is. It would have to be a itty-bitty, teeny-tiny, narrow bird. I put this back as well. I loved the frame. It was really cheap, but I just didn't have an immediate spot for it. Look at my little spider plant. Got his first 2 little flowers. Oh, and look, another long arm is growing. Aww. I'm super excited. I filled the bare spots around my snake plant with my proliferation and overgrowth of purple heart. So I got some in that pot. And then in this pot, closest to the door. But I have not really checked on my babies. Ew. What is that in there? I know I killed that bee thing yesterday. Look, they're wiggly. Is that larva? I sprayed. Oh gosh, they don't give up. Look guys, I keep spraying in here and they keep rebuilding. Now I hate to do this to them because I know they're helpful and all, but those suckers right there will send me to the hospital. Let me go to the back and see what is going on back there. Look guys, I got blooms in my, what is this? Oh gosh, I forgot what this is called. In this plant, I finally got my little red blooms. I'm just gonna check out things with you guys in tow. Hello little Boutro fly. I haven't had a chance to be out here because my back is really, really, really messed up right now. We did come out here and oh, look. Oh, look, guys, it's the beginnings of these gypsies. This is the one my friend gave. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Did you see that butterfly landed on me? Where'd you go? It landed right on my belly. But look, guys. Oh my gosh, how sweet is that? This is the one my friends gave me, and this is the one I bought. And I had one itty bitty tiny pepper on it, and I don't see it anymore. I don't see it anymore. But wow, I got stuff happening here, guys. And all these are doing is growing a little taller. Let's move on. Well, hello, little Corys. Oh, they're still blooming. Yeah, we came out here to water. That was about it. Oh, hello. Hello, beauties. Look at my Mexican petunia. Petunia? Violet? Petunia. Look at that. I'm so happy. And the kitty nip is doing well. These are budding. Now we came out here right before my back completely imploded on itself, and I pulled that crazy zucchini and 2 jalapenos off my plants, but I haven't had a chance to come out here and see if there are any caterpillars on my tomato. But look at them. Wow, look at the size of this one, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look. It's palm-sized. I think there's one back here that's palm-sized too. There's birdie poop on them. Look at that. I just want to make sure there's no holes or caterpillar fiends, because I joined this North Texas gardening group on Facebook, and a lot of people's tomatoes are getting attacked by these fat little caterpillars. But yay, my tomatoes look good. Now, I did notice when we were out here getting the jalapenos that my mint is doing this again. This black spot. It was looking so beautiful. It did this last year and it killed it. But last year they didn't get a chance to get this big before it hit. So I need to spray this with some... What's been working for my peppers and keeping them little bugs away is the vinegar with Dawn and water. So I'm going to have to get in here and spray my baby, because, yeah, y'all see in there? Look at that. It's going to kill my plant, but look how beautiful and long these stems are. Man, it smells good when you pluck the leaf. So pretty. This little guy still hasn't given me any flowers. Look, 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 look. See? Oh, it fell, and I can't fall down to grab it and show y'all, but my jalapenos have holes in them. I had 2 really nice ones that I pulled off of here. One really nice one with a big hole in it, and that little one that was hanging here has holes. In my understanding, it's some kind of friggin' critter. Caterpillar ladybugs. Hey, my squashy. My 2 little girls that were growing shriveled up and died, so I no longer have any more little girls currently. But I still have some boy blooms, so that's good. This one hasn't been attacked yet by whatever's making holes. That one either, it doesn't look like. And this one is trying to grow a few. But I got 2 jalapenos and a zucchini. My gooseneck hasn't done anything other than bloom and drop blooms, because I don't have any little girl flowers on there. Oh, this one is ready to bloom, but no, look at those little yellow heads. But ain't nothing come out. Hi. I'm hobbling along. My left leg is just not cooperating. But hi, how are y'all? Um, everything's growing out here, guys. I know y'all are like, we've seen it. No, we've seen it. But let's see it again. Okay. There's my back from the dead aloe. And this one's just doing its aloe thing. It's not good or bad. It's just hanging on. Look at the Z plant. Just sprouting. That's that big chunk of rhizome or tuber that I planted. And it's popping up a healthy little Z plant. I have one inside that's really struggling. I think I'm going to bring it outside because this one, and look at this one, is doing so well. And I pretty much neglect them. I sprinkle them with water just a little bit. But these are beautiful. The tiny tips are bright and green. There's no yellowing. The one I have inside is really struggling. See, look at this one, guys. Lots of yellow leaves. Lots of them. And then here's a bunch of new growth. But it has little brown tips. See that? And these are brown tipped. So I think I'm going to put this outside with his little brothers out there. Look at my avocados, guys. I'm going to have avocados again. I'm so happy. But I think I'm going to go in. My spasms are starting. I had to put up with them. Oh, oh. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. That's a little, well, that's the big one that landed on my belly. Ah, oh, look at it. Yes, pollination for the nation, little boutro fly. Pollination for the nation. I have seen so many butterflies. I keep seeing that little white butterfly. And I like to think it's Melinda. Hello, little boutro. Hello. Doing your butterfly best? Yes. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna go in because if spasm's gonna happen, let it happen to me while I'm sitting down or lying down. But yeah, I wanted to check on my plants. Oh, hold on a second. Let me check on this one over here. I planted a mango pit just because I was eating mango. No, not the one that was not shared with me. I have my own mango. Let's see what it's doing. So I put my little dome that I got at the Dollar Tree to use over it. Oh, it rose. Is doing something. There's definitely some germination happening. So I'm just going to set that back down there. And we're going to go in. It's been a rough couple days. Been home for 2 days. I had to go to the dealership. My big dude was going to follow me and bring me home if he had to, but I figured if I have to be there and sit anyway, I mean, if I need him, he's a be dead. I'll call him and he'll come get me. But I got home. They fixed my car. It was covered under warranty. It was the valve. I only had to pay $100 deductible. Forgive me if I've said this. I kept putting together little splices of footage before my body went to crap, so I don't know what I've already told you guys or not. But it's Saturday. I'm home. It's gonna suck because I can't really go anywhere. But I ain't gonna lie. Today, after I left the dealership, it's the same dealership where they had the 4 Goodwills, and I didn't feel like going to Goodwill. But I remembered that there was a thrift store there that I had gone to years ago. I don't know what the heck or how the heck I ended up at that thrift store, but I'd gone before, and I'm like, it's right by the dealership. So, stubborn as I am, I went to test my back and my leg, and I walked around in there. So I'm going to show you guys that. So they had this whole galvanized set of canisters, but I thought $7.57 was too much. They had a lot of other galvanized pieces, like this little bucket, and even picture frames, guys. This pearl inlay bowl was so pretty. Now y'all know I went gaga when I saw these, but I couldn't bend down low enough to remove the tape to see what condition they were in. I love a trivet, I love a seashell. This is the best of both worlds. These were milk glass praying hands. I think they might have been vintage Avon. When I first moved out on my own, my whole house was decorated in this crazy Southwest theme. You can still see bits of it in my living room. I'm kind of kicking myself for leaving this behind. It's this stringed bead cross, but at the time I thought $4.94 was too much for it, but now I'm thinking it was a good price. And then I picked up a few things there. And then the day before my back went to pot, we went to Thrift Town and I got some stuff there. So this is a update. Hi, how are y'all? Thrift haul yard thing. Why are these little black bugs flying around my plant? Can I get rid of those? Y'all see them? Can I get rid of those, or are they beneficial? Anybody know? You don't see that? They're not mosquitoes. They look like little gnats. But yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm getting hungry, but I can't really stand to cook anything. Oh, fried bologna sounds amazing. I'm so country, y'all. Fried bologna sounds really good, so I'm gonna go in and fry me a bologna. I think I can stand for a little while. I'm gonna sit and rest for sure, just for a little bit, because I feel a spasm coming. They've been super bad. PT is doing the best he can with me until he kinks out the pain. We can't work on core exercises and stuff like that, but yeah, I think I'm gonna fry me some bologna, or just heck, cold out the fridge. But I'll see you guys soon, because I do have a little thrifty haul. Okay, so I'm inside. I'm too tired to eat. But I want to show you guys this stuff because that's fun. As much pain as I was at the dealership today, guys, it was nice to be in the sun. It was nice to be moving. It was nice to be out among the living, even though I don't like much of the living. But it was nice. I came in from the outside just now looking at all my little lovelies, and I felt this much normal. So let's get into some more normal stuff, which is the thrifty stuff. Little dude got some really neat things. He's already put them into play. We're getting ready for Halloween so early this year. We have so many ideas, and he keeps finding these really neat things that we can use as props and stuff. We found a drill, that's all I'm gonna say. It's like $4 for a Ryobi drill, and we have ideas, okay? And he found some other really neat little things that he couldn't wait until I made a video. And I found some stuff that I couldn't leave behind. A lot of stuff I did, but some stuff I couldn't leave behind. And one of them was this purse. Now, it's butter soft, okay? In amazing condition. I was going to put paper in it so y'all could see the shape of it, but I think y'all can kind of see the shape. But it was the hardware for me, guys. The hardware is so pretty, and it's not scratched or dull. It's, oops, sorry. It's nice and shiny. It is so stinking pretty, and the leather on it is so soft. It's by a brand. It's an Italian brand, and I did Google just out of curiosity. Chris Paolo, Cheese Paolo, something like that. But it's uber soft, uber beautiful, great condition, no tears, no stink. You know, like it's been stored anywhere. And y'all know I had to have loved it to pay $8.99 for it, but it was so pretty, I had to have it. And then these, I thought were such an amazing buy, because Goodwill sells their Vera Bradley stupid expensive, like $10 and up. I mean, I get it, she's very popular and all, but a lot of the Vera Bradleys, by the time they end up at the thrift store, really need a good washing. That's usually how I find them. But some of the designs are just too stinking cute to leave behind. And the price on these, guys, look at this one. Look at these beautiful stinking colors on this little thing. It still has the little thing on the bottom. It's this gorgeous little blue bag. It is a Vera, because sometimes I find knockoffs, but that's a Vera. You guys, look at what they were selling it for. $3.49. I don't think I've ever seen a Vera Bradley this size for that low a price. And then this one was really cute. And I like these for when I go flea marketing and all that, if I can ever get to the friggin' flea market again in my life. But we ain't gonna talk about that because I'm gonna get depressed. But anyway, another one. It's this long crossbody, little satchel looking thing. Look at the pretty yellow, guys. Isn't that nice? It has a little zipper in the back. And there's the little tag. And this one also was only $3.49. So I ended up paying more for the leather one than the Vera's. But I can't wait to put those in the wash and be happy with those. Can't wait to use them. And then I saw this little thing on the display case. And it was $3.99. Oh, am I backwards? It was $3.99. I'm still backwards. I don't know. Look it, guys, it is so pretty. It reminded me of my Aussie, and that's why I had to have it. It's this pretty little necklace. Let's see if y'all can see past the glare. See the little kitty on the moon? Y'all see that? Isn't that sweet? It's a little kitty cat on the moon. It made me think of Aussie up there looking down. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? That is the sweetest little thing. It seemed a little big, but it's okay. You get to see the detail of the kitty cat. One more time, guys. One more time. Isn't that cute? So pretty. So got that. And then the only other things that I got for myself, I found this thing, and it's one of those things that you put up on the wall and you put the little glass votives in, and I already have way too many of those because I'm using some as bird feeders, and then I don't need it anymore in the house for actual candles. But I flipped it over and realized that it stood. Okay, so let me show you what it is first. It's one of these. See where you put the... Oh my gosh, I'm so uncoordinated, guys. It is so frustrating. I can't lift crap. I can't hold crap. Sorry. Okay. this is what it looks like. Okay, but if you stand it this way, it looks like a stand. These little things become feet, and it sits perfectly even. So I'm gonna use it as a plant stand because it has a little raised star or whatever that little shape is, big enough and wide enough where a pot will sit on beautifully. And I'm actually going to use it in the living room because I have a tree. My tree's dying. I have a tree that I need to lift up off the ground some to put a drip pan under because I don't think I'm watering it enough. So I want to be sure that I'm able to put a drip pan under and then water the snot out of it. It's a Dracania. And the one I have in Big Dude's room is doing amazing because it's right at the patio door. And this one's really struggling. I got it. I don't remember where I got it, but it's really struggling. And I don't want my plantsies to die. So, but that's what's going to go in here. I'm going to use it as a plant stand. And then the only other thing that I picked up for myself, I have been wanting one of these. And I don't care if they've had their moment. Okay, I've been wanting one. And the price was too good to leave behind. I want to post it maybe some kind of way as you're walking up my yard or among my ferns, like I have the Princess Lane street sign, or it'll go on the fence. I'm not sure. But look, I know, everybody and their mama has one, but it's a metal and it's a maze balls. And look, guys, it was only $3.49. Are you kidding me? I didn't think it was gonna be. I thought maybe it would be $5.99 on the low end, probably $7.99 knowing Thrift Town. $3.49? Yeah, it came home with me. Little dude likes it. I asked him if he wanted it in his room. He says, maybe. Would that be okay? I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be asking if I didn't think it was okay. So, I don't know. If he wants it in his room, we'll do that. If not, it'll be outside somewhere. But that's that. And then today at Collin Thrift Mart, I can't remember the name of it, but it's on Collins in Arlington. I put back a bunch of stuff because I only really wanted and have use right now for this stuff. Plus my back started spasming and it was time to go. But I got this. Y'all know I can't pass up a cup. I thought it was really pretty. It looks vintagey. It gives me 60s vibes. It says, hope for the best. God's in the habit of giving it. Remember, your Father knows exactly what you need even before you ask him. Matthew 6:8. What I don't like about this thrift store is they write directly on it. So I'm hoping that this crayon just washes off when I wash it and it doesn't ruin anything. But yeah, they write directly on the item instead of stickers. The clothing had stickers. Some of the hard goods had a sticker taped to them. But like their glass stuff, their baskets, their picture frames and stuff written on there. In the back of the picture frame, it's no big deal. But this, baskets, you can't take crayon off of a basket. I'm sorry. But this was only 99 cents. Yeah. It was marked down from $1.91 to 99 cents. And I did notice that a lot of their stuff had been marked down. So that's pretty good. I mean, I liked the prices on a lot of their stuff. It's just too far. It's just too far for me. And I had to have this. There was no way I was going to leave this tiled, punched tin Mexican objet d'art there. And it is made in Mexico. Okay. So stinking pretty. Y'all know where this is going. I'm going to nestle it in my gallery. And I had to look really close to see how much it was because I used that red crayon. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it's right here. It was $5.45. Can y'all kind of see the squiggle right there? It was $5.45, and I put back quite a few other little knickknacks and whatnots because I thought they were pretty, but I don't have any immediate space or use for them. One of the little things I did have use for, I was going to use it as a trinket, an earring drop kind of thing, but I already have enough of those, especially in my bedroom. They're all full of earrings and the random lipstick I take out of my purse and stuff. But I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I didn't pick up a lot. hot. The day that we went to Thrift Town was the day before hell took over my body. I had gone to PT, I believe, that day, and then the rest was downhill from there. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. I don't plan on being out in the street other than hitting a possible Walgreens, because they did have to call in another a refill for my muscle relaxers. But be good, be safe, watch out for stupid, careless drivers. Be a defensive driver, okay? Be a defensive driver. Wiggle, bob and weave, okay? So, till my next go around, I love y'all bunches. Bye.